This video is brought to you by the support of our channel members and the FLGS Partners, Warpfire Minis, and X-Planet. Baron of Dice is the exclusive dice supplier for Season of War. Take a look through their incredible designs or even get your own custom dice made. Welcome to Season of War's Spearhead Sweet 16 tournament. We have 16 armies battling it out in a single elimination competition to find out which force comes out on top and who can call themselves champions in the end. In today's Round 1 matchup, we have the Seraphon Starscale Warhost clashing against the Soulblight Gravelord's Bloodcrave Hunt. The winner of this match will survive another day and face another battle in the next round, while the loser will be immediately eliminated. If you want to catch all of the action, be sure to join our membership on YouTube, as we have another match releasing tomorrow exclusively for channel members. Now that you know the stakes, let's join our players and get into the action.
Hello and welcome to Season of War. Tonight we have another first round matchup for our Spearhead Sweet 16 bracket.
Oh baby.
Yeah, Ridge, you got the Seraphon out. I'm playing the Soulblight Gravelords. So it's another big match.
Yes, I'm super pumped. Big Carnosaur for the Seraphon. Some fun models here, let's go.
Yeah, and maybe one of the first matches where we have a unit starting off the board. We're playing on the Actually board and we've got the kind of midway, halfway across the battle deployment. Not the diagonal, the straight across. And I won the roll-off to determine attacker defender, so I'll take you through my Spearhead detachment first. I've got 2 units of 10 skeletons. And then I've got a unit of 5 Blood Knights and a Vampire Lord. I also have a unit of 3 Vargeists that are off the table right now. They'll come in the third battle round. That was the unit I mentioned starting off the board. And then for my enhancements, I'll be able to bring back 4 plus D6 skeletons at some point through the battle if they die, because these are not reinforced units, so they can't come back on death normally. And then my Vampire Lord has the ability to turn into a swarm of bats once per game and teleport, which we've found the mobility can be huge, especially when you have so few units.
Yeah, and late game for sure. And this is pretty spread out, so pretty lore cool too that he just turns into bats.
Yeah, so that's it for me. Ridge, what do you got?
I'm playing some coalesced dinos. So this detachment, I actually get the general can do like some bite or a roar for the actual battle trait, which is weird because it's not just like an army thing, it's just for the general. And then I have the Temple Guardian, so 6-up ward wholly within my territory. And then for my artifact, I took the Blade of Realities, which is actually an item from Sigmar. In this, it gives him an extra rend, which is similar to AOS 3, which was cool. And then, so it is the Carnosaur, big old blood and Carnosaur, 2 units of 5 Saurus Warriors, and then 3 Croxagore, and that's it. Yeah,
so big hitters, and yeah, excited to test out another matchup and see who pulls it out. Guys, let us know what your predictions are, who you think's going to take this match, as well as who you're rooting for in the overall bracket.
Yes, dinos, dinos, dinos.
But as I said, Ridge, I did win the role to determine attacker defender, and we've seen a lot of advantages to taking first, so I'm gonna keep that trend going, and we're gonna jump into Soulblight Gravelords turn 1.
Sounds good.
All right, Ridge, so we'll start off with determining the twist. We've got Blood Marked. And there is no underdog for this one, so we're each going to choose 1 unit from the opposing army to be blood marked, and we'll store an extra victory point if we take out that unit.
Cool.
So I'll start off by picking maybe your 5 Saurus Warriors over here.
I will choose the opposite side. It was directly by the Carnosaur. Yeah.
All right, sounds good. And then we'll draw our tactic cards. And I've got nothing to do in the hero phase because my 1 spell cast ability is out of range, so I'm going to jump right into movement. And in my movement, I am actually going to use my once per day turn into a cloud of bats here with my Vampire Lord and just teleport over here outside 6, and we'll see how it goes.
I like it.
And I have no shooting, Ridge, so we'll jump right into charges. I'll go with the Blood Knights first. For a 4, that's enough. Glad that wasn't the Vampire Lord. And then I'll charge the Vampire Lord for an 8.
Nice.
And that's it for my charges. I don't have anything at the start of combat, so I'm just going to fight with my Blood Knights into your Saurus Warriors.
Sweet. I am going to use Steel Defense. Essentially, a friendly unit targeted by an attack ability, ignore the Ren characteristic of attacks that target that unit.
Sounds
So
good.
You have no Ren.
So you're ethereal, and let's get into fighting. So we'll be 3s and 3s. So we're gonna have 8, no Ren because you're ethereal, but 2 damage on the charge.
Ooh, nice. So 8, no Ren, but I'm +1 from the being on an objective I control. So 3s. 2 go through. So
All right.
4 damage.
And then the mounts for 5 at no Ren, 1 damage.
Nice. Okay, so the Ren thing doesn't matter. So 3s. I fail 2 more. So 2 more damage.
Yep.
So 6 total. And I have my 6 up ward because I'm wholly within my territory. So I take 5. So 2.5. Dead. So we're gonna hit the Blood Knights. These guys are just 3s, round 1 damage. So 3s.
I save all those, so
Nice.
Blood Knights take no damage back. And then I'll fight you with the Vampire Lord. 2 no Ren because you're ethereal, but 2
back
damage.
3s, so I take 1.
So 2 damage.
Is that total?
Yeah.
Okay, so 6 up ward. Take 2. Kills 1 more.
All right, and that's it for my turn. I will hold 3 objectives here. I didn't hit the middle, but we'll get hold 1, hold 2, and hold more for 3 points.
Yep.
And then I did complete a couple battle tactics.
Nice.
The first one is take the flanks, so I have to be within 3 of the 2 short battlefield edges.
Nice.
Pretty easy on turn 1.
Yep.
And then the second one, Ridge, you helped me out with, is to have a unit wholly within enemy territory and not in combat because of where you pulled your casualties from. We got that one too, so it'll be a 5-point turn for the Soulblight Gravelords.
Damn. Or if you wouldn't have killed that one guy,
Yes,
even, it would have
exactly. Yeah, so it was pretty close. I didn't expect to get that one, but that's a nice bonus.
Yeah, sweet. Good job.
Now, Ridge, we'll be over to your turn. Seraphon, turn 1.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so for my hero phase, I do have just 1 ability with the Carnosaur, so he's going to give +1 to charge, and he's going to give it to the Croxagore. And then I'm just going to go to movement. Okay, so I do have shooting because he's got the Sunbolt Gauntlet. It's 12-inch shot, so D6 shots for 4 into the skeletons, obviously. So this is going to be 3s and 3s. 2 at rend 1.
6s. Both go through.
1 each.
Wards. I save 1 and take 1.
Cool, so that's it. So then we'll go to charges. So the Croxagore do have +1. So let's get a big number here. 8. So that'll be a 9. Raw. Let's do the Saurus Warriors, I guess. 9. And then the Carnosaur, which I should have done first actually to see if I got this, because this might matter. Damn, see,
No.
so he's not going to get in. So good thing I did leave one guy to hold the middle, because that's where it's like, if I make it in with him, then I might not have had to do that. But all right, so I guess that's that. Okay, so then I'm just going to go with the Croxagore, and we're going to activate into the Blood Knights. 12 attacks. Now I do have crit 6 on 5 or more models, so I will get crit 6s to hit our exploding. So 4s. Oh, 3 misses, yeah. So that's going to be 7 at rend 1.
I'll be saving these on 4s. And 5 go through. Yikes.
Oh, 2 each.
So that'll be 10 damage. Ward saves. We save 2. You'll take down 2 knights.
Nice.
And then we'll go back with the knights into the wounded Saurus Guard, or Saurus Warriors.
Okay.
So they 6 at rend 1.
And I don't control that anymore, so I don't get the +1 save. And the Ethereal was only your turn, so this is going to be 4s. Or rend 1, so I'm going to go to 5s. Of course, I still make 4.
So 2 go through, 1 damage each. And the mounts, 2 no rend.
So 4s. Take 1. Need a 6 here to survive. No, take him down.
All right, Saurus Warriors down.
So I'm going to go with the Saurus Warriors, and because I'm actually holding this, I want to get more, so I'm going to just do the 4 of them. So that's going to be 8 attacks, and we're going to be 3s and 3s. Really good wound roll, 7 at rend 1.
Some of these sets are crap.
Yeah.
3 go through, ward saves, save 1, take 2 damage. So So because I healed after fighting, you actually will just deal that 2 damage back. And then we'll fight next with the Vampire Lord. 3 at round 1.
I would go to 5s because I'm 4s normally. All 3.
6 damage.
No, 6s. Let's go, baby. We need 1. We need 1. No. Wow. That kills a Kroxigor, and that makes me not get this point. So that's rough. That exactly killed him. So I'm not going to get this point because I'll have 4 and you're going to have 4 as well for control. And then I'm going to just get hold 1, hold 2. So I'm going to keep one of my cards. So I can't talk about it, but I tried to do it here. Just didn't work out. And it's also frustrating because the ability in the bottom, it's like, oh, that would have actually helped a lot, but I didn't do it because of the tactic I was going to be able to get. So yeah.
So just the 2 points then?
So just the 2, yeah, that's huge, killing him, negating my 3rd, and then the Carnosaur not
getting into
rolling
combat.
a 4 and not getting combat. So yeah, I'm only going to score 2.
And then I do actually store another point at the end of the round for killing a blood-marked unit here.
Yeah.
So that'll put me up to 6.
Yep, kill him to the wound.
All right then, Ridge, I guess we'll look at priority for round 2 here.
Yep.
Oh, that's a Soulblight 6.
Nice.
Might as well keep priority with us. So we'll take the turn and go into Soulblight turn 2.
Sounds good.
So before you pull the twist, obviously, Ridge, you're to be the underdog here. And the twist is wreathed in smoke. So you picked one objective on the battlefield.
The underdog?
Yeah. And that objective is wreathed in smoke until the end of the battle round. Only unmodified hit rolls of 6 successfully hit for attacks that target a unit contesting that objective.
Unit in general.
Unit in general. So both
Okay.
affects both of us, but you get to pick the objective.
Yeah, I have to pick the middle. I want to pick this, but the Kroxigor can't hurt you back then, which is not good.
Sounds good. And then we'll get to discard and draw any more cards back up to 3. So in the hero phase, I will actually have something to do this turn, and that's cast Vile Transference with my Vampire Lord. So I'll be looking for a 6 here. That fails on a 5.
Nice. Okay, so Jordan's done his hero phase. I'm going to use Stand Guard. So the Kroxigor are going to have strike first.
Nice. And then I guess we can just head into movement. Ridge, that's it for my movement. I don't have any charges this turn, and you have the fights first in combat, and I don't have any abilities yet to use, so...
Well, guess what, Jordan? Countercharge!
All right, who's countercharging? Obviously, the only thing not in combat.
Yes, I was really hoping when you moved the skeletons, you kind of thought about going towards the middle, but you went the other way, so I think it's a 9, we measured quick. So, big 9. No, wah. Carnosaur's lame.
And actually, sorry, at the start of combat, I do get to try and bring back a skeleton with the Legion roll, but I fail. All right, well, you do get your fight first with the Kroxigor.
Yep, so the Kroxigor will go... Yeah, I'm just going to put everything into the Blood Knights. Because I'm scared if I leave him on a wound, he's just going to heal it back and it'll be super annoying.
And after you declare that attack, I am going to give them a 5 ward save.
Nice, okay. So we're going to be hitting on 4s. So 3 at round 1.
4s, all go through.
Nice, 6 damage.
Wards. I save 2 because of that card.
Nice.
But you'll deal 4 damage and actually take 2 out with that.
Nice.
And then we'll fight next with the Vampire Lord. 1 at round 1.
5.
2 damage.
Goes through. 6s. Take 2. So activating the warriors. 4 of them are going to get in. And everything into the last Blood Knight. We got to try to take them out. So this is going to be 3s and 3s. 6 wounds, -1.
So on 4s, I save 2. And then 5 up ward saves.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
4 damage. You take out the Blood Knight. And that's gonna be it for my turn. Not as successful as my turn 1. And I only scored 2 points here, hold 1, hold 2. So I was hoping to run onto there to be able to take that objective. Didn't pan out, and then you take this one back because you killed 3 Blood Knights and the Vampire Lord and my stuff didn't kill anything. So great use of that card for the strikes first was huge.
Yeah.
Because
really
otherwise the Blood Knights would have got to activate and potentially flip that combat in terms of what happened, right?
Kill the Croxagore at least,
yeah,
right?
Great turnaround with the use of that card.
Yeah.
So yeah, only 2 points here, and that'll see us go into Seraphon turn 2.
Let's go. Okay, so I have nothing to do in the hero phase because he can't give his +1 to charge to himself, only to other units. So, woohoo, that's my hero phase. So we will just go into movement.
You're done your moving, but in the movement phase, I'm going to use the command call reinforcements. I'm gonna bring back a cavalry unit with 5 or less models, but I bring back D3 for 3 Blood Knights back.
Oh my god, what? That's how. Is that a Soulblight specific card?
No.
Wow, there can't be a better card than that.
And I'm gonna bring them in over here on this objective.
Yeah,
I had that card from turn 1. I'm like, I'm holding on to this one.
Oh,
just
yeah.
to meet the Blood Knights in.
So we're gonna shoot the. Actually, no, I'm gonna shoot the skeletons. I gotta finish them. So D6 shots for 4, 3s and 3s. Knew this was gonna happen. I was like, I just want to kill 1, maybe 2. That would be fine. So big whiff from the Sunbolt Gauntlets, and we will go to charge phase. The big Carnosaur. So let's go. All right, 11.
Big charge there.
We gotta go for it. And then the Source Warriors are gonna roll a 3. So we're gonna start off with the Carnosaur, because he's the big boy. All right, so I do get to use my Gargantuan Jaws in the combat phase, so I'm gonna try to just punk one of those Blood Knights. I have to beat your roll, so this will be on a 4+. Nice, so he just eats one. So just everything's gonna go into the Blood Knights. So big weapon first, 3s. Just 1, but Rend 2 because I get the extra Rend.
Goes through.
So that's 2 damage. And then the 3 big jaws hit on 4s. Just 1, 2s to wound though. 1 at Rend, I think 2.
Goes through.
For 3 more damage.
So 5 total.
Yeah, so it's not gonna take him out.
I don't make any wards though, and you kill 1. And then I'll go next with the skeletons. And the skeletons are gonna go into the Source Warriors. At the start of combat, I do get to try and bring back another skeleton.
Yep.
He does not come back. So that'll be 7, no Rend.
4 up save. That's only 2. So 5 damage, you kill 2.5. So the Warriors will just pile 3, and this is just gonna be 3s and 3s. Just 1 Rend.
I save it, so
Nice.
no skeletons go down. And then we'll fight you with the Vampire Lord into the Croxagore.
Yep.
2 at Rend 1.
5s. Goes through.
2 damage each.
Uh-oh, let's kill him. We need a 6. We make 2, nice. So take 2 damage. And then we go with the 2 back in to try to kill the general. So 4s, 2 at Rend 1.
4s. Both go through.
4 damage.
Wards. We take 4.
Oh, gotta love hitting on 4s.
Still alive.
All right, so I am gonna get 1, 2 more, and then I do have 1 tactic that I'm gonna get, which is have more models close to this large strain feature. So the 1 guy was just barely within 3 at the beginning, so I'm gonna score 4.
So I still got a 2-point lead here, Ridge.
Yep.
So you will be the underdog again, but we'll roll prio for round 3.
Oh,
Another Soulblight 6. We're gonna keep the turn order as is.
Of course.
As Nagash intended. And yeah, we'll jump into Soulblight Gravelords turn 3.
Sounds good.
All right, and we'll start off with the twist. We've got Reclaim Akshi. So you pick 2 objectives on the battlefield as the underdog, and each player stores an extra victory point at the end of their turn for each of those objectives that they control.
Well, you have those bats in the sky, so I want to pick this one, but I can't. So I'm obviously going to choose this one. So yeah, I got to go with the 2 that I got all the models on.
All right, so the 2 on the western side of the battlefield, and then we'll draw up to 3 cards. All right, so I'll start off in the hero phase by trying to cast Vile Transference with my Vampire Lord, looking for that big 6. We get it. So you're 6 wounds, so I'll roll 6 dice against the Croxagore. That's gonna be 2 mortal wounds, and I heal 2.
Oh, you heal him as well. Nice. All right, so 6s. I do make 1 and he's survived.
And then we'll just jump into movement. And then, no surprise, we are going to bring the 3 VAR dice in and come over here and take an objective. I wasn't able to retreat these skeletons out of combat because of where you're positioned. I just couldn't get far enough away with only 4-inch move. So they're going to stay there, and we're going to go into charging with the Blood Knight.
Sounds good.
He makes a 9, he's in. And then at the start of combat, I'm going to try and return a skeleton again. Nope. And we'll just go into fighting with the Vampire Lord first into the Croxador.
Sounds good.
He'll get 2 at round 1.
So 5s. Take 1.
2 damage.
Nice. 6s. Come on, double 6. No, kill him.
All right, 2 damage.
Kill 1.
And I heal 2 wounds.
I'm actually gonna go with the warriors, I think. So I'll go warriors into skeletons. 3s and 3s.
And you'll take down 3 skeletons. That's gonna let me untag the skeletons, which means I can go with the Blood Knight next.
Yep.
2 at round 1.
5s. Take 1.
2 damage.
Okay. I make both. So never mind.
And then the mount, nothing.
All right, so they do nothing. Yeah, that was a mistake. I should have definitely went with Carnosaur there. Damn. Wow, okay. Well, let's go with the Croxagore into the Blood Knight. 2, round 1.
We save them both.
Nice.
And then we'll fight the skeletons into your Saurus warriors. 4s and 4s. 4 at no rend.
Okay, so I'll be to 4s. Take 2.
All right, another Saurus warrior
I'm
goes
not
down.
wholly within my territory, so that's gonna kill him.
And that's going to be it for combat. I will hold 2 and more here for 3 points for the objectives.
Yep.
And I'll get a couple battle tactics. We get Raise, which is have a unit within 3 of your long board edge, which I have a couple.
Yeah.
I'll get another one for the Ignax Deus objective.
Wow, nice.
And then this is one of the objectives that you marked for the extra point. So that'll be another 6-point turn for Soulblight.
Wow, nice, good turn.
Yeah, and that'll put you in a tough spot, Ridge, to fight back.
Yep.
But we can just head into a Seraphon turn 3.
So in the hero phase, I'll give +1 to charge to the Saurus warriors that are in combat, because I can. And that's going to be it for my hero phase. So do you have any?
No.
Cool, so I'll just go to movement. So I'm going to use, this is a cool card, I'm going to use Do Not Waver. So, or sorry, no, that's the tactic. I'm going to use the command called Fall Back and Rally. So I can use the retreat ability, no mortal damage is inflicted, and for each 5-up, for every model I have missing, 5-up rally. So I'm going to get 3 dice on 5s to bring back Saurus warriors, and I retreat. So 5s, 2 more warriors are going to come back. All right, so we're gonna go for the bigger play here. Let's try to first shoot. So we're gonna go to try to shoot the hero. So I'm trying to shoot the general, D6 shots. For roll a 4 every time with that. 3s and 3s. So just 1, rend 1 on the general.
Save it.
The charge is going to be just the Carnosaur.
Looking for a 5.
So looking for a 5. Yes!
Oh.
We barely made it. He hasn't done anything all game.
And at the start of combat, I will get to try and bring back some skeletons. So 1 from the first unit, yes. And then 3 from the other unit. We got 1 back to each.
Nice. So we are going to do same as before. I'm going to try to eat the Blood Knight on a 4+, which I do.
Nice.
Good start. And then I'm gonna activate first, obviously with the Carnosaur. So we're gonna fight with the Carnosaur. So 3s. So 2 at rend 2.
5s. Save 1.
So just 2 damage then. And then 3 jaw attacks, which are gonna be 4s and 2s. 1, Ren 2.
Save it.
Oh, that's
So
3 damage.
Just 2 damage. I'll have ward saves, but I take 2. And then I'll get to fight back into the Croxador. 3 at Rend 1.
So I will be to 5s. Make 1.
4 damage.
4 damage, 6s. So I take 3.
And I heal my 2.
Yes. Okay, so then the Croxagor, I guess, is just going to try to kill him then. So 4s, nothing. Jesus. Okay, so end of the turn, pretty womp womp with the activations. That Vampire Lord just somehow not going down to a giant Carnosaur. But the Carnosaurs, I feel like for the last 3 years have been used to that, so nothing new. Couple crappy things. I had one card that was have each battle end, which I knew I wasn't gonna get, so I'm like, hopefully the ability's good. Redeploy. All my stuff was in combat when you were going, so I was like, that card automatically does nothing. Next card, hold the Dracothian. You put 10 guys into the middle, so I was like, I'm probably not gonna get that. And the ability, reaction to a shooting attack. You're a death army, so another like useless card. And then the only card that I actually had the tactic for was to kill something with a fight ability and then not have something die. So I was going to do that, but if you would have killed the 2 that were in combat, I might not have got it. So I went for the ability, which was the rallying to warriors.
So you were in a position.
It was a safer play.
Yeah.
But it could have been big if, I could have done anything else. But I am going to get hold 1, hold 2, and an extra 1 for each for them being the twist.
Yep, so 4 points.
4.
So you'll still be down 4, so
yeah,
tough to make up in the final round, but let's jump into priority.
Yep.
4, Ridge, you win
5.
it.
So I have to give Jordan the turn here just because I feel like I can't not have cards.
Yeah.
And
well, you have 2, but they're not great battle tactics for you, so.
No, they're both not attainable. So if I take the double, I can't get any cards. So that's I need it right now to get back in the game, but
tough spot, but yeah that'll see us jump into Soulblight Gravelords, turn 4.
Yep, let's do it.
All right, so let's see what the twist is.
Come on, twist.
We've got Let the Blood Flow. Each player stores an extra victory point at the end of the turn for each enemy unit destroyed in that turn. In addition, the underdog picks 1 friendly unit on the battlefield to be frenzied. Add 1 to hit rolls for combat attacks made by that unit this battle round.
Nice. Take a wild guess who I'm gonna choose, Jordan.
All right, well, the Carnosaur has rabies. He is frenzied.
That is true.
And then let's draw our cards.
Yep, so I'm discarding my 2 cards and just redrawing 3.
All right, so in the hero phase, I just have my 1 spell, Vile Transference, to cast. We get it off this time.
No!
And into the Croxador Den, we got 2 mortal wounds.
Oh, okay.
Or mortal damage.
I thought you were gonna go into the Carnosaur.
No way.
So need a 6. Nope.
Because that'll store me an extra victory point for slaying a unit.
Oh, nice, good call.
And then I'm just gonna head into movement. And I am gonna retreat my Vampire Lord, and he'll suffer D3 mortals for 1. And then we'll charge the Vargeists for a 4. They're in. And at the start of the combat, I'll try and return 2 skeletons. We get 1 back.
Nice.
And I'll fight with the Vargeist then into your Saurus Warriors. And I will get +1 to wound on them because you're damaged.
Nice.
So I'll be 4s and 2s. So this will be 4 at Rend 1.
I'm no pluses, so I'm just gonna be on 5s. Make 1. 2 each.
2 damage each.
Ugh,
for 6.
Oh, they can't go down, but 6s. You do 6. So I have 1 left. We gotta keep the big boy. So he'll just attack you. Cool.
Nothing. All right, well, we got a good turn here for the Soulblight Gravelords. We'll hold 2 and more objectives for 3 points on primary. We did kill a unit of yours, almost killed 2.
Yeah.
But that'll put us to 4 points. And then I'm gonna complete 3 battle tactics here.
No.
We got the Dracothian objective in the middle. We got hold ground to control, have more units near my large terrain piece. And do not waver to take an objective from you with a unit that didn't fight in combat.
Nice.
So that's gonna be a big 7-point turn here for the Gravelords.
Ouch.
And then Ridge, last chance to do something here. We'll go into Seraphon, turn 4.
Okay, so I do have some cool things I can do, starting within the hero phase, giving him +1 to charge. Haha, not doing anything. But I do, everything is going to be in the movement phase or combat phase. So I'm just gonna go right into movement. I'm gonna bring back, I have the same card Jordan had for his Blood Knights, where I can bring back an infantry unit, but D3 of them. So 2. So we're gonna bring 2 of these boys, just put them on the Ignax objective, hint, hint, hint. And that's gonna be call for reinforcements. And then we're gonna move the Carnosaur just outside 3, over here. And then we are going to, the Saurus Warrior is mighty and gonna stay in combat there. And then we'll shoot the skeletons for 4 shots. Who would have thought?
Literally 4 for 4.
4 for 4 on a 4. So 3s, 4, and 1 at Rend 1.
Goes through.
Kills a skeleton.
Yes, it does.
Now, we go for the big charge with the Carnosaur. Roll the huge 10. So, I'm just gonna go like there. So that's gonna be that, and then we're just gonna go with the Carnosaur.
I do get to try and bring 2 skeletons back.
Nice.
I get 1, so the one that just died, pop them back up on the objective.
All right, and the Carnosaur with rabies is gonna show what a true Carnosaur can do here. Just for an extra point, I'm gonna minus your control score by D6. Other than just eating 1. So you will have -5 to your control score.
Nice.
So pretty good, well, almost, as long as I kill 1, I'm gonna get that. Arnie, you have 1 dead, so I'm gonna. So he's gonna be now 2s and 3s, because I'm +1 to hit from rabies. And 3s, so 2 at Rend 2, because Blade of Realities.
They both go through.
So 4 damage. And then the Jaws are gonna hit on 3s now. Still only 1 hit. 2s, 1 at Rend 2.
Goes through.
For 3 more.
So 7 damage, we got ward saves. We'll save 3 of them and take 4.
Oh.
Which actually is gonna come up big, because I would have denied the objective if not for you.
Minusing your control. Look at that, what a great ability.
I wanted to fight you with my Vardice first. It's gonna be 5 at Rend 1.
3 go through.
2 damage each.
6s, you kill. Poor guy.
And then the skeletons will get to fight your Carnosaur. Let's do some damage to it. Nothing.
Nope, Carnosaur, full wounds all game.
Yes.
All right. Cool, so I'm actually gonna get a couple things here. So I will take that objective, hold that 1, hold 2. So just hold 2, but because I brought these guys back on the Ignax, that was one of mine. And then as well, hold, have a unit within 3 of that your Longfield Edge, which I made the big charge with the Carnosaur.
So 4 points in the final turn for Seraphon?
Yes.
So ended up in a big win here for the Gravelords.
Yeah.
Obviously showing the resiliency in death and numbers, and although it was not a death ability, bringing units back was huge here in this one.
Yeah, with the Blood Knights was amazing. That card's great.
I think general note on this, saw the strength of taking first turn and being the aggressor.
Yeah.
Lets you, be fighting enemy territory on more objectives typically, and it just puts the person doing second in such a bad spot for priority.
Yeah, often I needed that double to get back into the game, or because I didn't score great at the early game. But I feel like that was a lot because of the randomness of the cards.
Yeah.
So in my first game when we played, I was getting really good cards at the beginning. This one, if you get a couple that it just didn't seem to work out with my plan. Like I would get hold that point when all my the left point when all my units were on the right side, which is kind of the fun of it, right? It's a little more random, and your cards might not always line up. But the double thing was big.
It's tough.
Going first
tough
and
to deal with.
Not being able to take the double because you need those cards. They're so important.
Especially if your opponent, as I was, is scoring well, and you're behind. The underdog points help a little bit, but I probably stored as many points for the underdog bonuses or you'd have to pick the places, but I probably stored as many points as you did.
Yeah, if not more.
Yeah.
Because the positions I was in just didn't seem to be big. Was fun, obviously, with the Carnosaur as always, but just it seems to always let you down.
Yeah.
Down here. Missed a few charges. It's just,
Vampire Lord has to be the MVP, I think.
Oh,
of just, hitting, dealing a bit of damage, healing back up, and yeah, just tanking all game.
Yeah, he was amazing. Like, did good amount of damage and just didn't die. Like that healing, the same blood mechanic of healing the wound back.
Basically soloed those Croxador. I think that might have been the only thing that dealt damage to them.
Yeah, and they killed the Blood Knights, right?
So yeah, very solid there, and that'll see the Soulblight Gravelords join into round 2 of our bracket.
Yes.
So we'll see in the comments if your guys' predictions were correct for this match, but obviously stick around as we finish up all the round 1 matchups and look forward to the next rounds. But for us today, this is gonna be it, and we'll see you guys soon in another battle report.
See you in the next round.
With today's match coming to a close, we saw the Soulblight Gravelords claim victory against the Seraphon, which propels them into the next round of the tournament. The battle is far from over though, as the vampires and their thralls will face many challenges before being crowned champions. If you want even more Spearhead action, become a channel member and tune in for tomorrow's battle between the bleak host of the Maggotkin of Nurgle and the Fireslayers Saga Axe Band. And thus this tale ends. We hope you enjoyed this chapter in the Season of War.